So thanks for tuning in for another essential RC drive test, and as promised we are out on our first adventure with the Fifish V6 Underwater Drone from my friends at QYSEA. So this isn't actually the first dive with it, I'll be honest. I did try it out in the bathtub yesterday to get used to the controls, and I think that's important before you commit it to the water for the first time and you dive and you can't see it. So that's what I've done. But let's get it in the water. We are on the canal today, and I'm quite fortunate that my house backs onto a canal, and I thought let's just go easily, simple steps, baby steps, and let's try it in a local environment before we go a deep sea with it. So let's get it going. Let's see what the pictures look like in the water. Okay, so we're all ready to go. I have connected the line into the back of the controller, started up the app, and you should be able to see the picture there. And the reel with the line on it is here by the side and connected to the Fifish V6 down by my feet. So all we've got to do now is launch it into the water. So let's do that. And here's one important thing: you must pick it up using the line and not by this on the back, they say. So being careful to do that. So you can see I'm in the water. You can see the view. Basically, you've got depth on the left of the display here. You can configure the camera, start recording, change to different modes for the video camera. But so I do this to unlock the drive system. So let's do that now. You can see it down there, Claire?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go. I'll start recording. So it's really easy to control. You control the whether it's diving up or down on a slider behind the controller, and on one stick turning around.
Submarine.
That's right, yeah. What I will do is I'll turn on the lights. Now, I don't think we've seen any fish yet, and I think that's probably because the drive system is scaring them off. So what I think we'll do is we will just turn the drive system off, let it come to a rest on the bottom. So you have to wait a little while for, obviously there's a lot of sediment on the bottom, so we're waiting for that sediment to settle. And what I'm also going to do, I bought some crumpet with me. We are in England, so we like a bit of crumpet. So let's throw this in and see if we can attract some fish. You see that, Claire?
I'll go a bit closer.
There we go. There's one. Did you see that?
Yeah.
You know, I can see that the little bits of the bread and the crumpet floating to the bottom. Ooh, there we go. There's another one. Two. So I think it just takes them a little while to get used to the fact there's a big underwater drone sitting there and it's bright yellow. So you can see they're swarming around it now. Quite a few, more than I expected actually. The one thing I do need to do is when I get home look up what these individual fish are. So I think some of those are perch, bream, I think that's a bream. No, there's loads of them now. I think they must be going mad for that crumpet. I didn't actually toast the crumpets before I put them in. Normally you should toast them, put a bit of butter on them, but we thought we'd just bring them, they're just out of the fridge. They obviously like them like that. So one really fantastic thing about this is that it is so quick to set up. You've literally just got to connect into the line into the back of your transmitter, the controller, and the other end into the Fifish V6 Underwater Drone, and start up your app and connect it to the controller, and then you're ready to go. Engage the drive system, and then you can explore. So really, I genuinely did not expect to see this much action, and it's great to see the fish in their natural environment. You're not going to see this if you're fishing. You know, you drive around and then park it somewhere, maybe put in a bit of bait like I have done, and you see loads of fish and you can try and identify them. It's quite exciting. Okay, so let's re-engage the drive system. I'm going to reposition somewhere else. Drive system engaged, coming up. Cut the drive system there, it will float to the bottom. Oh, that's a nice view. I think we need to throw in a bit more crumpet, let's do that. So they're obviously going crazy for the crumpet. These are crazy crumpet fish. Loads of them swarming around now. I'm not going to bother fishing with worms or maggots anymore. Just come out with a bit of crumpet and put it on the end of the line. And I actually didn't realise how big they can get. There's an enormous fish in here. So although I don't think the Fifish V6 is meant for your typical canal that's about 1.5 meters deep, it's really meant for much deeper water. But I'm quite amazed just testing out here how much activity there is on this canal. And I've been fishing I've fished on here a few years ago. It's just amazing how many fish and how much is going on in here. So it's been brilliant for that, if nothing else. The really clear quality on the video camera and on the captured footage, and lots of features on here where you can play around with the resolution and the frame rate and the shutter speed, aperture, all that different stuff. Turn the lights on and off, showed that a little bit as well. You can decide according to depth whether you need the power of those 4,000 lumens, and there's three settings: off, half power and full power on those lights. Yeah, quite amazing. Pretty impressed so far. It's one really obvious thing to point out, but this is a tethered drone. There's no way you're going to lose it, unlike a flying drone where if you crash you might be in long grass and not able to find it. But with this it's tethered, so if once you're done you can literally pull it out of the water. And this, the standard tether that you get is 100 meters long, so we're using in a canal, we're maybe using 10 meters at most. But with 100 meters you could go out, you go really deep, or you could go out right into the middle of a lake, no problem at all. But they also, QYSEA always also sell a much longer tether as well, should you want to go even further out than that. So really low risk in terms of a bit of kit that you're going to invest in. There's no way that you're going to lose it, and I think that's quite important to point out. Okay, so there we go. I think that's enough fun for today. So I'm going to drive it back just because I can and pull it out the water. So engage the drive system. Bring it back up to the surface. Drive system off, lights off. Okay. So there we go. That's the QYSEA Fifish V6 Underwater Drone. That's our first diving adventure. And I think I'm amazed actually at the amount of action I picked up just in my backyard on this canal. So I'm really looking forward to getting this into deeper water and taking it on holiday as well. So thanks for watching this Essential RC drive test. Look out for more adventures with the QYSEA Fifish V6 Underwater Drone. Hopefully we're going to capture a lot more action with it in the future. The link for this amazing bit of tech is in the video descriptions. Have a click, look at the complete specification for it and the price. But thanks for watching this one. See you next time.